Have you ever heard about the Phaistos Disc?
The Phaistos Disc? Can't say I have. What's that all about?
Oh, it's this incredible ancient clay disc found back in 1908 on Crete. It's covered with these mysterious symbols that no one has been able to decipher.
Wait, seriously? An ancient code that's still unsolved?
Exactly, it's like one of
Wow,
history's greatest puzzles.
that's fascinating. What do these symbols look like?
Well, there are 45 unique symbols stamped into the clay in a spiral pattern. They depict humans, animals, plants, and tools. It's actually one of the earliest examples of movable type printing.
No way. So they were printing before printing was even a thing?
Pretty much. They
Huh.
stamped the symbols into the clay before baking it. It's pretty advanced for the time.
Do the symbols match any known writing systems?
That's the thing. They don't. Some think it might be related to Linear A, another undeciphered Minoan script, but we haven't been able to confirm that.
So it's like a lost language?
Exactly. It could
Yeah.
represent a language that's completely vanished from history.
Has anyone tried to decode it using modern technology?
Oh, definitely. Researchers have used AI and computational linguistics to analyze the patterns, but without more examples, it's nearly impossible.
That makes sense. You can't crack a code without enough clues.
Right? It's like trying to solve a puzzle with most of the pieces missing.
Do you think it could be a religious artifact or something ceremonial?
That's one theory. The spiral layout and the symbols might indicate it was used in rituals or contained hymns and prayers.
I can see that. Maybe it was like a guide for ceremonies.
Possibly. But, without direct evidence, we're just speculating.
True. Has anyone suggested it might be a hoax?
Some skeptics have, arguing that because no other examples exist, it could be a forgery created to gain attention.
But wasn't it found during an official excavation?
Exactly. It was
Right.
discovered in a secure archaeological context, so most scholars consider it authentic.
That makes more sense. So what's your take on it?
Honestly, I think it's a genuine artifact from a lost language. It's like a message in a bottle from the past.
That's a cool way to put it. Do you think we'll ever decipher it?
It's hard to say. Unless we find another artifact with the same writing, we might never know.
Maybe we're looking at it the wrong way?
What do you mean?
Well, perhaps instead of trying to translate it directly, we should interpret the symbol's meanings universally. Like if a symbol looks like the sun, maybe it represents light or a deity.
That's an interesting approach. It could give us
Yeah.
insights into the disc's purpose, even if we can't read it word for word.
Exactly. Sometimes understanding the intent is more important than the literal translation.
I agree. It's like art. You don't always need to know the artist's exact thoughts to appreciate it.
Right. Maybe the
hmm
disc was meant to convey ideas or emotions rather than specific messages.
That's a great perspective. Perhaps we've been too focused on cracking a code that wasn't meant to be cracked in that way.
Maybe it's like trying to read music without listening to it.
Exactly. Perhaps we need to
Yeah.
listen to the disc differently.
It's definitely food for thought. The Phaistos disc remains a captivating mystery.
Indeed, it does. Until we find more clues, it'll keep sparking our imaginations.